playoffs are like 6 or 7 points out of the playoffs. So it's like, that even the bottom tier, or the bottom playoff tier in the West is kind of separated itself. You got 5 from Colorado up. You have 5 really, really good teams, and then the 3 other teams making the playoffs are good teams. But everybody in the Western Conference in the playoffs right now has 40 or more wins, which is crazy. Shirley, Mike A back for the win. So, like I said, it's the teams. I think the teams are going to get in the playoffs this year. Doesn't look like anybody's going to sneak in with a late hot streak, unless I don't expect that to happen. So everybody that's in the playoffs right now, it definitely seems to have earned their way there. So we're going to have a pretty slam bang playoff. Obviously, a lot of the good young players in the league are on crummy teams like Celebrini and obviously Bedard, and those teams aren't going to make the playoffs, like Leo Carlson in Anaheim. But we got some top notch talent. Even some of the better players in the list, 15, 20 years aren't going to make the playoffs. Pittsburgh is probably looking on the outside in, and then Rangers, as of right now, they think they're still on the outside in, but they can flip flop with Montreal. They're about the same points. We'll see who gets hot down the stretch, but it's going to be fun. Like I said, I hope everybody is getting ready for the playoffs. Everybody's getting in gear. Make sure you're still in love with your hockey jerseys, because I'm still doing it, and you guys keep coming back, and I will keep doing it. So I don't have to take any breaks right now, especially as we get close to the playoffs. It's just fun stuff. It's been a good year so far, especially with the 4 nations and the scoring races. My boy Cooch has got tied with McKinnon for points, and then Draisaitl came back from the dead, and he scored 2 goals and assist last night, including the game winner in overtime, and he's only a couple points behind. We'll see. Cooch, I think, has like 4 less games played because he sat out a couple. He was dinged up once and sat out, so he's never going to get the same amount of games played as Draisaitl or McKinnon. But we'll see if he can keep the points going. Obviously, they're fighting for Tampa's fighting with Toronto for that, and then Florida, of course, trying to get that division lead. It's a battle. There's nobody's going to be resting players down the stretch here. So we're going to see the best players playing. Obviously for good or bad. Obviously, the playoffs are a marathon, but of course you want to get there, as healthy as possible. But your seed matters. Some of these teams play much better at home, and you want to be able to grab that home ice advantage if you can. So you got to play it to the end. So we'll see. So let's get going. 2 boxes tonight. Let's see what we got for you guys. Let me get my list up here. Okay, where's my dice roller? And there's my list. Okie dokies. 5 or more. You know the drill. 5 or more in our first box. We'll back it out, and then we'll pick again. All the boxes are here. I've updated the list. Still in order. 60 and 95 is our oldest. 1 and 3, 18 and 26. And then after that, we, of course, have 7, I believe, and then 7 and 9, and now the new 16. So here they are, all the way up to 60 was the last one we skipped. We started the new run in 62, and now we're all the way up to 77. So there we go. So good luck, everybody. Hopefully, you kind of where your targets are. If you have only a couple spots, we'll see what comes out. So 5 or more in our dice roll. Let's see what we got. 7 times, the most common die roll. 7 times. Let's see. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Our first box after the reload. 38 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 77. 77 is the very last box. 77 it is. 7 times, 38 boxes, 77. There it is. How about that? Okay, let's back that one out. 77 is going to be gone. Very bottom of the list. There it is. Okay. Make my notes. Of course, the very bottom box on the list. Okay, good. Okay. Of course, we're going to move 7 or more. See what we got. 3 is no good. 7 or more. 5 or more. 5 or more. 5 or more. 5. 5. 5 or more is always what we do. 5 or more on a dice roll. So 5 it is. So here we go. 5 times. Here we go. 1. A 2. 37 boxes. A 3. A 4. And the second box we're going to open up tonight is going to be box number 51. 51 is the last reload, actually. 37, 51, 5 times, 37 boxes. 51 it is. 51. 51 and 77. Let's back out. 51. Couldn't hit the last reload, and now we hit it tonight. 77 and 51. Here we go. Okie dokes. Let's see what we got. It's a big stretch of boxes here. 77. There's a. Here he goes. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got lots of people in each of these runs. 77, of course. 77. 51, of course. Okay. 77 and 51. Okay. Woo. See what we got. 77.51. Just like that, back down to 36 boxes. Make sure you guys get back here Tuesday. Make sure you keep an eye out for the spot price preview when I post it. But like I said, it's you guys will be happy. The prices will be pretty good across the board for everybody. So here we go. What 2 items will not be included on Tuesday and Thursday? 77 and 51. Like I said, I've reused 8 boxes, so they have the white on. This is one of the reused ones. I think there's 8 of each, so 8 unused new boxes and 8 recycled boxes. I still have a couple left to recycle. I think they're in the 80s, so I'll figure I'll be able to use them again without having to white out the numbers. So here we go. 77. See what we got. 77 is going to show us. And this is a beautiful jersey. There it is. Vincent Trocheck, East Coast COA, 2014 All-Star Game. That's what look at that. We hit this out of an East Coast box. And I decided to grab it to get it to the reload. And there it is. East Coast hologram. Vincent Trocheck, the New York Rangers. There it is. There it is. Trocheck. There it is. That's the Justin Bieber affiliated jersey maker. Obviously, they made the jerseys for the Toronto Maple Leafs as an alternate. I don't think it's not a pro. It is a pro jersey. It's got Adidas Pro fight straps. Of course, it has the colorations like the. I don't think it's reversible. I think they have reversible ones in the Maple Leafs, but it's not reversible. It's just the All-Star Game jerseys. Obviously, Vincent Trocheck does have the logo. The company logo is the smiley face. There's Drew. There it is. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. In there just one night, basically, in the reload. Vincent Trocheck came out of the East Coast boxes. It's the East Coast COA. I decided to add to my boxes. So there it is. Congratulations on that one, Vincent Trocheck. Move that out of the way. And then we got box 51. 51. Let's see what we got. Box 51. This is from the last reload. Box 51. Okay. Here we go. 51 it is. 51. And this is going to be surprise, surprise. Ottawa Senators, Brady Tkachuk. There's a dispute over that. Obviously, that was your deadbeat, one of our zero feedback bettors. Brady Tkachuk. As the Fanatics, Ottawa Senators, AJCOA. There it is. Brady Tkachuk with this is from the NHL 100 Classic. There it is with the O. Ottawa Senators O on the front. There it is. Obviously got the years, of course, on the sleeves as well. 11, 20, 21, 23, 27. Obviously, Ottawa's an old team. There it is, 100, NHL 100. Obviously got the clock tower over the capital city, Ottawa Senators. There it is. AJ's hologram. Blue ink. Brady Tkachuk. There it is. That is a very, very nice. Does not have to see, of course, those before he was captain of the Sens. AJ's paper COA. Ottawa Senators. Fanatics jersey. Congratulations. I believe that was one of the posted jerseys. Let me see what we got. The vintage Trocheck goes to CK. Congratulations, CK. Hitting the Trocheck. Coming in and banging that out. And then the Brady Tkachuk, of course, went to Big Al. Claimed that post when I posted it. I had to cancel the actual winning bid. So there you go. Sometimes you want to grab those late ones when they get posted. Just keep an eye on the Facebook page. I have to make it available to everybody when I post it up there. But congratulations, Big Al. Congratulations, CK. 2 beautiful jerseys on the first break after the reload. So those will not be available on Tuesday and Thursday when I put the spot price preview. 2 beautiful jerseys. So congratulations, both you guys. Well-earned, beautiful jerseys. Thank you much, everybody, for being involved in the first break of the reload. And make sure you're back here on Tuesday and Thursday for lots of still fun jerseys left. 36 jerseys, 36 boxes on Tuesday, 35 boxes on Thursday. Thank you much, everybody. Lots of work still ahead. I appreciate the support. Keep an eye out for the spot price preview getting posted. The spots, of course, will go for Sunday. We'll go live on Tuesday. I'll be entering them this evening as well. But there you go. 2 absolute beautiful jerseys. Vincent Trocheck All-Star Game jersey, New York Ranger player, and, of course, the Brady Tkachuk, Fozzie Bear, the captain of the Sens. So there we go. Congratulations, both you guys. Thank you much. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks appreciates the continued support. And I will see you guys Tuesday night. Talk to you then. Take care.